I think the banking sector in Bahrain will become stronger and they will become more matured. Most of the banks will start looking outside the country because the country, as you know, is not large enough for all this number of banks to be operating in and having good time. So we'll have to look outside the country. I think Bahraini banks will have presence in GCC as well as other neighboring countries more. There could be some consolidation, although it's happening very slowly, but there could be more consolidation going on in the future. A new entrant in the market, there will be, I think, but not major ones, because major ones, I don't think they will have the viability to come and compete and make profits in a country that is to some extent overbanked.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the industry will become more mature in terms of the products, in terms of the sophistication of the products, and clients will find it much more easier to do banking, especially through the net. I do not think that Bahrain will easily lose its ground as the financial hub for this part of the world. During the peak of the crisis, you may have read or noticed that only 4 licensed institutions has left or have planned to leave the country. I was in a meeting that we arranged as the Bahrain Bank Association. We met with all the foreign banks, and it was apparent during that meeting that only 4 banks have plans to leave. 3 of them not related to the crisis. 3 of them relating to either consolidating their business or moving to consolidate their offices in the Middle East, or for lack of business that they anticipated but didn't find in the actual place. One of them is leaving because of the crisis, but if you combine the asset of the 4 or the workforce of the 4, it is negligible indeed. All these offices are either one-man show or maybe 2 people they have working in their offices. These are representative offices of investment companies or insurance companies. Apart from that, no major banks have thought of moving outside the country. To the contrary, most of the foreign banks have emphasized on their strategy and their plans to stay. Because the country, like any other country, do go through crises. I mean, you don't just run away because one crisis has hit the country. Yeah. Look at the US, it still has the largest number of banks in the world. How many crises they have gone through? Is there a crisis much more bigger than the subprime crisis, but still banks are operating in the US? Yes, hundreds or maybe thousands of banks have collapsed, but still all the other banks are staying there because there are opportunities. Bahrain, like any other country, have gone through crisis, but that does not mean that this is the end for the industry. It is an option for newcomers to choose between Bahrain, Dubai, Qatar, Saudi, Kuwait, wherever it is. But I think Bahrain offers much more sort of facilities to attract financial institutions to be working out of Bahrain.